So students, today we are going to start with a new topic. Okay. And the topic of our discussion today is, write down the heading. It is equation of motion. The topic of our discussion is equation of motion. Equations of motion. Okay. Now understand, we know one equation of motion. Exactly. We know one of the very famous equation of motion, and that is speed is equal to distance upon time. This is that equation of motion which you all know. Speed is equal to distance upon time. But this equation of motion is not enough to take care of all the problems what we have. Why? Because this equation of motion, speed is equal to distance upon time. This equation of motion is applicable. This equation of motion is applicable only if the object is moving with a constant speed, or we say uniform speed. Clear? So speed is equal to distance upon time. This formula is only applicable when the object is moving with a constant speed or uniform speed. For example, if I say a train is moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour for 3 hours. What I said, a train is moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour for 3 hours. So how much is the distance covered by train? So you will say the distance covered by the train will be 180 kilometers. How you calculated that? So distance is equal to speed into time. So you had used this formula. Yes or no? But when I'm saying the train is moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour for 3 hours, do you know what does it mean? It means that continuously, right from the time the train started till the time it ends, it was constantly moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. At no time in the journey, the train was speeding up, neither slowing down. So at one moment, the train was at rest. The very next moment, the train was moving with a 60 kilometer per hour speed. And then it is moving with a 60 kilometer per hour speed. And the very next moment, it stops. So is it possible? Class, is it possible? Class, I have kept you unmute today. Okay, because I want you to talk now. You don't have to type. You have to talk to me now today. Same. Yes, is it possible? Class, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
It is possible. My God, it is possible that at one moment the train is at rest, and the next moment, the very next moment, it is moving with a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. And then it is moving with a speed of 60 kilometer per hour, and the very
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, yes. So I want you to see that today, okay? Because we are also coming up with our test.
Yes, sir.
So is it possible? Class, is it possible?
No, sir.
Only one is understanding.
No.
All of them are not.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Don't type. Don't type. I don't want you to type. No, don't type today. I don't want your answers. I want your answers only when we will start solving the numericals. Right now, I don't want your answer. I want you to interact now. So is it possible? No. Why? Because the object cannot suddenly start moving and suddenly can it come to rest. But in fact, in our daily observation, we find that the object accelerates. What the object?
लाकडी दरवाजा लुटून.
We observe that the object accelerates. Its speed increases with time and its speed decreases with time. Okay, so we observe this very common phenomena that the speed is increasing with time and the speed is increasing with time, means the object is accelerating. From the formula, speed is equal to distance upon time is not applicable, is not applicable for accelerated motions, is not applicable for accelerated motions. Is it clear? You need to understand it that the speed is equal to distance upon time is applicable only if the object is moving with a constant speed or uniform speed. Speed is equal to distance upon
Chai?
time, not applicable for accelerated motions. So you should know that it is not applicable for accelerated motions. So as it is not applicable for accelerated motions, you have to come up with an equation of motion that can take care of acceleration, that can take care of accelerated motions, which can take care of accelerated motion. So that's why class we are having now onwards, listen class, now onwards all of you should remember these equations of motion. You should remember these equations of motion, because these equations are motion are the one which are applicable for accelerated motion, where the velocity of the object will increase with time, decrease with time, and so on. Okay, so the equation of motions are the first equation of motion. Okay, there are three equations of motion. The first is v is equal to u plus at. That's our first equation of motion. Please write down all these things. Second equation is S is equal to ut plus half into at square. What it is? At square. And the third equation of motion is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Now there are two things. The first is, let me make the changes. It is a ut plus half at square. Okay, this is square. Okay, and here also, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake here. It's v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So this is in square. Okay, please write down this as square. Okay. Write down this three equation of motion. The third equation of motion is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, so I will add square to it. Write down. These are our three equation of motion. Okay, so these are our three equation of motions. These three equation of motion is what we require to solve all the factors. Now here you will ask me what are these terms all about. So understand here your u is equal to initial velocity. Write down what is your u. U is your initial velocity. What is v? V is your final velocity. What is s? S is your displacement. What is a? A is your acceleration. What is t? T is your time. Okay, so these are your three equation of motion. Okay, U is your initial velocity, V is the final velocity, S is the displacement, A is the acceleration, and T is the time. Okay. Now, one very important question you need to understand. What is that? That important question is that why we are having three equation of motions? Okay, why don't we have only one equation of motion? Okay, so if you check it little carefully, you will come to know that we have only one equation of motion for speed is equal to distance upon time. But here we have three equations of motion. V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, okay, and V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So how many equations of motion we have? We have three. So that may be a very fundamental question, that why we are having three equation of motions. Okay, so look at each equation of motion. You will find in the first equation of motion, what is our first equation motion? V is equal to U plus AT. You will find that there my S parameter is missing. Look at the second equation of motion, that is S is equal to UT plus half A T square. Okay, I'm writing T square, so I will write T square like this. This is T square, okay, raised to 2, okay, T square. If you look at this one, you will find here your V is missing. See, your final velocity is missing. V is missing. That term is not there. And the third equation of motion, you will find V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. What you will find? You will find T is missing. So one or the other factor is missing. Okay, so that's why assume in the numerical S is not given. What you can find? You can easily find using the formula V is equal to U plus AT. Assume V, the final velocity is not given. Still you can find out by using the equation S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Or assume the time parameter is not given. Then we can use the formula V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So this is how there are three equation of motions. But these three equations of motion are applicable. Okay, these three equations of motion are applicable for acceleration. These three equations of motion are applicable for acceleration. But assume the object is retarding. So for retardation, do we have some equation of motion? Yes, we have equation of motion for retardation as well, and it is the derivation of these equation of motion only. What happens during retardation? During retardation, you will find that your acceleration is negative. So what you get? We get V is equal to U. But U plus AT is there now. Let's look at the first equation. V is equal to U plus AT, but your acceleration is negative. So your equation becomes V is equal to U minus AT. Second, S is equal to UT. Now there is acceleration here. See, there is a A term involved. Look at the A term here. You will find A here. So this A is negative. So it will become UT minus half AT square. What it will become? It will become UT minus half AT square. Here. So this is your second equation of motion. Okay. Where what we have done, we have taken minus, and then we have the third equation of motion. What is that? V square is equal to U square plus 2s, but acceleration is negative, so it becomes minus 2as. So we have how many equation of motion? We have only three equation of motion, but if the object is retarding, then you can use these equation of motion instead of using V is equal to U plus AT. You can use this equation of motion as well. Clear, class?
Yes.
So write down these equations of motion. Copied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we will start with our numericals. Okay, now these numericals are so very important, beta. Okay, so now we write down the first equation of first numericals. Okay, now these numericals are very important. Okay, from the exam point of view as well. So write down a car acquires a velocity of 72 kilometer per hour in 10 seconds starting from rest. Calculate first the acceleration and second the distance covered. Now understand what it says. It says that a car has acquired a velocity of 72 kilometer per hour in 10 seconds starting from rest. Calculate the acceleration and the distance covered. Now look at the motion of this car. This car is not moving with a uniform velocity. In fact, it is accelerating because it started from rest and then it reaches a velocity of 72 kilometer per hour in 10 seconds. So the car is actually accelerating. So I cannot use the formula speed is equal to distance upon time and distance is equal to speed into time. No. Why? Because the car is accelerating. So what I have to do? I have to use my equation of motion. So let's start with the solution. Okay. Now, whenever we write the solution, I want all of you to write down given first, because until your given is not clear to you, you will not able to understand. Okay. So now here, I want all of you to respond very quickly in the chat box that what is given. Okay. So say me what is U. The car acquires a velocity. What is U? U stands for initial velocity. So what is U? So you will find the U is 0. Very good. How much is U? 0 meter per second. What is V? So V is the final velocity. So the final velocity is 72 kilometer per hour. Let's convert 72 kilometer per hour into meter per second. So you know there is a very simple rule. We have to divide it by 5/18. Okay. So what answer we get? We divide it by 5/18. If you do that, then you will get the answer as 18 ones are 18 fours are 72. Okay, and then 4 fives are 20. So it comes out to be 20 meter per second. Then how much is the t? So you will find the t is 10 seconds. Okay, these are the three things given: u, v, and t. What is been asked? What is been asked? So you will find that this acceleration is been asked. So write down A as question mark, and what is been asked? The distance covered. So write down S as question. Clear? So the first thing what you have to do is always write down the given. You should always do that. You should always first write the given, because given will help you to conclude the formula which you have to decide. So my U is given, V is given, T is given. Three factors are given, A is being asked. So we know the formula. What is the formula for acceleration? Rate of change of velocity, V minus U upon T. Yes or no? So we can use this formula as well. So A is equal to, what is the final velocity? The final velocity was 20. What was the initial velocity? 0. And how much is the time it took? 10 seconds. So 20 upon 20 minus 0 is 20, and 20 upon 10 is coming out to be 2. So what is the acceleration? So the acceleration is 2 meter per second square. What it is? 2 meter per second. Now the next thing we have to calculate. What is that? We have to calculate the distance covered. Should I use speed is equal to distance upon time here? No, I cannot use. Why? Because the object is accelerating. So I will use the formula S is equal to ut plus half at square. This formula we are going to use. Chalo, so let's do it. S is equal to, what is the initial velocity? So the initial velocity is 0. So 0 into t, 0 into t, which is going to be 0 plus half into, how much is the acceleration? Just now we calculated. How much is the acceleration? Acceleration is 2. And how much is the velocity? T square. Ut plus half 8t square. So t is 10. 10 into 10, 100. So t is 100. Now what you find? You will find that this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So you will find S is equal to 0 plus half into 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled, means half into 100. Half 0 plus 100, which is coming out to be 0 meters. Exactly. So all of you, I hope you are getting it. How much is the distance covered by this object? It is 100 meters. Clear? Class, this was the first example. That's why I have solved it for you. Now, all the examples you are going to solve. Sure. Copied?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start with the next numerical. Be with me. Okay. I'm not having time. So let's start with the next numerical now. A car initially at rest. A car initially at rest starts moving with a constant acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square. Constant acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square, and travels a distance of 25 meter. Okay, it travels a distance of 25 meter. Find its initial velocity. Sorry, its final velocity. Sorry, find its final velocity, and second, the time taken. So these are the two things which you have to find. You have to find the initial velocity and the time taken. Chalo, quickly write down the given. Write down the given. What is given? A car initially at rest. So what is the initial velocity, class? Initial velocity is 0. Okay, what's the initial velocity? 0. Initially it starts moving with a constant acceleration. Means what is given? Acceleration is given. How much is acceleration? 0.5 meter per second square. 0.5 meter per second square. And travels a distance, means S is given. How much is S? 25 meter. Now find the final velocity, means what is being asked? V is being asked and T is being asked. Sure. Start solving. Start solving, class. I'm giving you 3 minutes to solve this. Done. Very good. That's correct, Nirmit. Yes, whichever formula you want to use, beta. All of them are applicable. Very good, Nirmit. Very good, Rishi. Okay, chalo, let's start quickly. So what we want to find? We want to find the final velocity. So which formula we should use? So we don't know t as well. Okay, so we don't know t, we don't know v as well. So which formula we should we use? So we will use the third formula. The third formula we have to use for finding the v. Why? Because t is not given. Okay, so t is also not given and v is not also given. Yeah, very good. So we have to use the formula v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, so v square, that's what we have to find. V square is equal to u square. What is the initial velocity? 0. So 0 plus 2a. How much is the acceleration? So it is 0.5 into s. How much is the distance covered? 25. So 25 into 250. 50 into 0.5 is equal to 25. So what we get? We get v square is equal to 25. So what will be v? So v will be under root of 25, and that is nothing but 5. So what's the final velocity? The final velocity is 5 meter per second. Now the second question is calculate the time. Now which formula should I use? So I will use the first formula because I know u, v and a. So I want to find first I will use the first formula. What is that? V is equal to u plus at. So here you will find t is equal to what? So t will be v minus u upon a. Change the subject of the formula and you will come to know what is the final velocity. So the final velocity just now we calculated 5. What was the initial velocity? 0. So 5 divided by 0. How much was the acceleration? 0.5. So 5 divided by 0.5. 5 divided by 0.5 and your answer comes out to be 10. So how much is the final velocity? How much is the time taken? Time taken is 10 seconds. How much is the time taken? 10 seconds. Clear class? Okay, chalo, let's start with the next now. Now I am not going to say you class. Now you have to write the answers, but please respond to it so that I will. A body starts from rest with a uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Find the distance covered by the body. Find the distance covered by the body in 2 seconds. Write down the given first of all. Chalo, quickly type the given. I can find Om is there. Om Badane, who is giving me the answers very regularly. Rishi is there. Nirmit is there. Avni is there. And Sanika has given the answer once. Soham has given the answer once. Bas, itne hi bacche hai. Okay, rest all of them, they are not at all responding. They are not at all responding. Okay. I want all of you to give me the reason. Chalo, quickly say me. Yes, beta Soham. Acceleration is given. What is been asked? Yeah, go ahead. Very good, Avni. Soham is there, Avni is there, Rishi is there. Those common faces are there. What about others? Quickly write the given. A body starts from rest. Starts from rest means my u becomes 0. Starts with the uniform acceleration. So acceleration is also given, which is 2 meter per second square. Then covers a distance of find the distance covered in 2 seconds. So t is equal to 2 seconds. Chalo. So what I have to do, I have to find s. Which formula should I use? Say me the formula which I should use. Second one, very good. Yes, fantastic. Second formula I have to use. Chalo, jaldi se type karo. Find out. Yes, very good, Soham. Which formula I will use? S is equal to ut plus half a t square. So u is how much? 0. So 0 into 2 is 0 plus half. So half into a. How much is a? 2. How much is t? How much is t? So t you will find it is also 2. So 2 square is 4. Yes or no? So how much is distance covered? So you will find the distance covered by the object is 4 meters. How much is the distance covered by the object? 4 meters. Chalo. A body, write down next numerical. A body starts with an initial velocity of 10 meter per second. Starts with the initial velocity of 10 meter per second and accelerates and acceleration of 5 meter per second square. Find the distance covered by it in 5 seconds. Chalo, now it's on the similar line. Do it quickly. I'm just looking for the final answer because it's on the similar line. A body starts with an initial velocity of 10 meter per second and acceleration of 5 meter per second square. Find the distance covered by it. Yes, u is 10, a is 5, t is 2. No, t is also 5. Chalo, find out quickly. No, please check the answer. Please check the answer. Your answers are going wrong, beta. Rishi's answer is right. Yes, Nirmit, your answer is right. Soham, please check your answer is wrong. Krish, your answer is wrong. Om, your answer is wrong, beta. Please check your answer is wrong, beta. Nirmit and Piyush has given me the right answer. What about others? Yes, Aditya, your answer is right. Reyansh, your answer is right. Avni, your answer is right. Brilliant. But hardly 7 to 8 students. We are having around 32 students. Yes, Om. Now your answer is right, beta. Okay. So you are still going to use the same formula. Now what is your U? Write down the given. What is your U? So your initial velocity is 10. What is your A? A is 5. How much is T? T is also 5. Now what is been asked? S. Which formula we are going to use? The second formula again. S is equal to ut plus half A T square. Okay, so S is equal to, what is the initial velocity? 10. How much is the time? Time is 5. So 10 into 5 plus half. How much is the acceleration? 5. And how much is the time? So time is 5. So 5 5 is 25. T square is there na. So S is equal to 10 5 is 50 plus half into 5 into 25. So 25 5 is 125. 125 divided by 2. So which will be 72.5. So we get S is equal to 50 plus 72. Sorry, 62.5. Not 72, 62.5. Okay, so what we get? We get the answer as 112.5 meters. How much is the distance covered? 112.5 meters. Copied, bachcha log? Chalo, let's look at the another one. Right? A body initially at rest, comma, starts moving with a constant acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Calculate first. See, very interesting. Calculate the velocity acquired. Calculate the velocity acquired, then the distance traveled in 5 seconds. Write down the given. See, the moment you start writing given, the things becomes very easy. A body initially at rest starts moving with a constant acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Calculate the velocity acquired and the distance traveled in 5 seconds. So your U becomes 0. Your A is given, that is 2. And how much is T? So T is 5. Okay. Now what is been asked? Velocity acquired. Means V is been asked and the distance traveled. S is been asked. Chalo, जल्दी start हो जाओ. Yes, very good. Yes, beta. Yes, all of you are giving right answers. Brilliant. Come on, give me. Very good. Very good. All of you are giving right answers. What the first thing we will do now? We have to find out the velocity acquired. Okay. And we know the time as well. So V is equal to U plus AT. So V is equal to U plus AT. Now V is equal to, how much is U? U is 0 plus acceleration is how much? 2. How much is time? Time is 5. Okay, so how much is the final velocity? You will find the final velocity is 10 meter per second. Now how much is the displacement? So S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, at square. So S is equal to, what's the initial velocity now? 0. So 0 plus half at square is just half into A. How much is A? Just we know 2. And how much is T? So T is 5. So 5 5 are 25. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So how much is the distance covered? So distance covered is 25 meters. Very good. Brilliant. Okay. Means you are getting it. Chalo, let's start with the next numerical then. Write down a bullet. Now little challenging. Huh? Now let's go with little challenging. A bullet initially moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So what's the speed of that bullet? 20 meter per second is brought to rest. Is, oh, sorry. 20 meter per second is strikes strikes a target and comes to rest after penetration after penetrating a distance of 10 centimeters in the target. Calculate the retardation caused by the retardation caused by the target. Here we need to understand the formula. Okay, so write down the given first. So what is given? A bullet is moving with the initial velocity. So what is u? So u is coming out to be 20 meter per second. Okay, strikes a target and comes to rest. So what is the final velocity? The final velocity is 0. And how much is the distance it travels? So understand S is given 10 centimeter. Now 10 centimeter is equal to 0.1 meter, because your answer must always be, all the answers must be in the same unit, SI system. So in SI system, your distance will always be in meters. Okay. Now calculate the retardation. Now which formula should we use here? Come on, give me the idea. Which formula should I use? Which formula should I use? Should I use the first formula? No. Why? Because T is not given. Should I use the second formula? No, Soham, you cannot use the second formula as well, because T is not given. You have to use only the third formula. V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Okay, but here it's a retardation. So your formula will become V square is equal to U square minus 2AS. What your formula will be? Minus 2AS. Okay. Now, what is your V? So V is 0. So 0 is equal to, what is the initial velocity? 20. So we will make it 20 square. This 20 into 20. It is 20 square. Minus 2 into A. How much is that? That's exactly you want to find. So we keep it as it is A. That's the subject of the formula. Into S. How much is S? 0.1. Okay. So what we will do, this 20 into 20 minus 2A. So this minus 2AS will be shifted on the other side. So what we get? We get minus 2A into 0.1 is equal to 20 into 20. Yes or no? Now what I will do, I will keep A here and rest I will shift on the other side. So it will be 20 into 20 divided by, because it's in multiplication, divided by 2 into 0.1. 1. So your answer A is equal to 20 into 20 will become 400 divided by 2 into 0.1, which will be 0.2. So do it. 400 divided by 0.2. See me what's the answer. Very good. What's the answer? The answer is coming out to be 2000 meter per second square. Yes. So what's the retardation? Now understand here, your answer is not coming minus because you already used the minus sign there. Okay. But if you use v square is equal to u square plus 2a, then your answer will come minus 2000. But we had already used minus sign here. Here you find I had used the minus sign. Here you find I have used the minus sign. So that's why I'm not getting the answer in negative. Okay. So what's the retardation? So the retardation cost is 2000 meter per second. Clear class? Copied? So let's look at one more. Write down. A train moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second is brought to rest by applying brakes in 5 seconds. By applying brakes in 5 seconds.
माझा 5 मिनिटाचा
Calculate.
जरी संपवला तर मग मी तुला लिहून देते.
Calculate the retardation and distance traveled. Sure. So write down the given first. A train is moving with a velocity of. So what's the initial velocity? Initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Is brought to rest. So what's the final velocity? The final velocity is 0 meter per second by applying the brakes in 5 seconds. So what is your T? So T is 5 seconds. Calculate the retardation. Okay, so what is been asked? A is been asked. And the distance traveled. So S is been asked. So quickly find out how much is the retardation. Yes, so A is equal to V minus U by change in velocity upon time. So final velocity was 0 minus initial velocity was 20 upon time. Time is 5. So 0 minus 20 is minus 20. Minus 20 upon 5 is minus 4 meter per second. So retardation, this is acceleration. So retardation is 4 meter per second square. How much is the retardation? 4 meter per second square. Okay, so that's our retardation. Now what is been asked? S is been asked. So which formula we should use? So S is equal to UT plus half AT square. But just be careful, it is retardation. Huh? So you have to be very careful with the sign. Chalo, say me. What will be the answer?
minus 80.
What is the initial velocity? So the initial velocity is 20. 20 into how long? 5. So 25. Now here, what I have to use is retardation. So that's why it is minus half A. How much is the acceleration? We just calculated 4. So into T. How much is T? 5. 5 5s are 25. So we get S is equal to 25 the 100 minus 25 into 4, 100.
कशा
100
25
and
into
2,
4
50.
2 1 2 4 चा करना.
So S is equal to 100 minus 50. The answer is coming 50 meters. Clear class? So how much is the distance traveled? It travels 50 meters during this process.
भाऊ झाला ना टाइम आता नको त्रास तू. मला परत मॉडेल तुला काय इथं केली ते.
Getting it, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So see, these are the numericals. Okay, now I will give you some more numericals as a homework today. Okay. I will give it, I will upload the worksheet